Welcome to RidgeLife. Today we're going to be processing a deer. This is a doe I shot on Thanksgiving morning. Beautiful doe, great shot right through the heart and lung. Unfortunately, I don't have a heart here to process because it was too destroyed by the 30-06 round. But one shoulder was a little bit damaged. The other shoulder is fine, but the heart was not salvageable. So you can see I got it laid out here. I wet aged this deer. Shot it again on Thanksgiving morning, and I've let it wet age for over 2 weeks. And you can see this meat is beautiful red, the back strap, beautiful. It's going to be so tender. What wet aging is it's in a cooler on ice with a drain open, all the water's coming out, maintained from 34 to 38 degrees continuously. And I've got a video for that. If you want to watch it, you can subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you'll be able to see that video as well. Go to our channel. Obviously, it's there in the playlists for hunting or for game processing. But it's gonna be a fun thing here. I've got it all laid out and have my cutting utensils. I've got bowls for the different types of meat cuts. I've got a nice clean wet rag. First thing I'm going to do is I pulled all the meat out of the cooler, and I'm going to rinse it off real good just to make sure we get all the hair, anything that could be left from the initial field dressing. Make sure it's all nice and clean. Any of the film that's built up on it, sitting out here for 2 weeks, just get it real nice and clean. You can see right here that's where the shot went through. I believe that was the opposite side. See here, yeah, that was the opposite side, so it went in behind this shoulder and through the heart and out that shoulder, destroyed a lung too, but really happy with that shot placement. Get all this nice and clean, all turned over. Tenderloin here. Sweet meat. You can see that was destroyed there. I'm going to have to clean that up a lot. We'll separate this into what we're going to use the meat for. Obviously the back strap is going to be just prepared as is, and the tenderloin. The hams, I'm going to save those for jerky. I love making jerky. Slice it, get it real lean. The shoulders and all the excess we'll make a breakfast sausage. That's what we like. Maybe a little hamburger for Grandma. She likes the venison hamburger, but we really love the breakfast sausage. Get this all nice and clean. I'm going to start processing this. Okay, what we got here is I have 4 separate bowls. One, I'm going to put the back strap. We're going to cut it up probably into thirds. And they, for future processing, we can cook them like that, stuffed, baked, grilled, or we can slice them into steaks. Come time to cook them. But I'm going to put them into thirds. So that'll be back strap into here. The hams, sirloins, we're going to get those all cleaned up, put them in here, and then all the shoulders that I cut up for ground, we'll put all the ground clip pieces in here, and a little tenderloin in here. So let's start with the tenderloin. I'm going to get a nice blade here to be able to fillet and trim all this fat off here. See, the tenderloin looks so good. Hardly anything on here needs to be trimmed off. Just a little bit of the blood. Tenderloin. Just like that. Okay. A little bit of silver skin right there. Now, a couple different ways you can do this. This is just a small piece, so I'm just going to get under it. So I have something to hold on to. You can flip it over. This is a little bit harder since it's the shape it is. But I'm just going to grab a hold of it and fillet it like you're filleting a fish. meat scrap. A little bit of fat here. And I might waste a little bit of meat when I'm trimming. I just don't like the sinew and all the silver skin in my meat, so I'd rather just have it perfect. Tenderloin. All right, this little, call these like fingers here. Oops. That's one of the things you gotta watch out. You don't want to waste any of that meat. Got it extracted here. Again, all this is going to make, meaty stuff's going to make good for a hamburger. I don't want to keep the fat and stuff like that. We'll keep that separate. Okay. Right, the big old piece of tenderloin here. This one wasn't messed up at all. Look at that. That's nice. So let's actually separate all there. Hamburger scrap. So that's for hamburger scrap goes right there. I always separate that. Nice little tender piece of meat right there. Separate that off there without creating too much of a problem. There we go, look at that. Good job. Alright, let's get this silver skin over here. Filet of venison. Trimmed up nicely. Very important to keep a nice sharp knife too. I got a little cutting kit here. Decent quality, nothing advanced. I've got a really nice Kershaw fillet knife for final processing. You want to keep your knives sharp. You see that's really sharp. Cutting that right off. Alright, I usually keep the tenderloins just whole. So I got tenderloins and little tenderloin side pieces. Awesome. Put that right there. But the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get the back straps ready. So started with the best tenderloin and working my way to the back strap. The back strap has all this fat on it here. So first thing I'm going to do, cut it into thirds. 1, 2, 3. Get my bigger knife for this. I want to dull my nice knife up, my filleting knife. There we go. Put that right there. So I got 3 pieces. Start with this one. Oh, look at that. Doesn't that look beautiful? It's so tasty. Alright, so let's trim. Trim all that off right there. And just like filleting fish. Alright, so then start right there. Now let's get under this. Go straight down with it. Straight down the again, any meat that was left on here, I'm going to trim that off, put that into the hamburger pile, and of course we won't use the silver skin or the fat. We'll add beef suet for the hamburger or pork fat for the sausage, because the deer fat is tallow, it's real waxy. It's not a good fat for your meat. But look at that back strap there, guys. Isn't that beautiful? Piece right here. Let's get that on. Just this wet aging process just does wonders. So good right there. There's some back strap. Beautiful. So I said back strap right there. Get this one done. Cleaned up. Piece. Okay, so we got this, flip it over. Okay, now we have this. And this one, let's see if I can do it right with this one here. So, I have to get right under it. See, cut into it. Try this method here. Go right under it. Alright, got under it. All the way across. Alright, so what is I'm going to do, it's a big piece right hard. Straight like a fillet. So pull all the way down. Look at that. Hardly any meat on that. Took it right off. Basically what I did is I cut a little cut into it. Here's the part I didn't cut off. Got a little piece to go on, got the knife under it, and just pulled it, angling the knife down towards the table. Took the silver skin off, hardly any meat on there. Beautiful. Get that piece out. Alright, piece of back strap. Big one here. Let's see if we can do this one right. So, get under it. There we go. Alright, look at that. Just pure silver skin. Alright, so flip it over. Bigger knife for this one. Get this big one. So I'm not quite sharp there. Oh my goodness, look at that, guys. Look at that. Silver skin, fat, taken right off. Hardly any meat on that at all. Very happy with that. Clean, clean, clean. More right here. Same thing. A little deep on that. Beautiful cut of meat on the back strap. If anyone has any comments on ways I can do this better, I am not a professional butcher, that's for sure. Please add comments to the bottom and let me know how I can do this better. Trim there. course, you do final trim before you prepare it. This isn't going straight to cook, but here's a back strap. So there's one side of back strap, 3 pieces. We'll do the next one. One, two, three. Alright. Let's start this one. I like it very, very light. Okay, let's see if we can get this done properly. Just right under the silver skin. Let's try it this way. Up. Look pretty good. Got a little bit of meat on there. Not near as bad as it could have been. Big one here. I'll try this one going up. Alright, let's get some more silver skin off of here. Oh, that right there cut easy. Any of the meat that was discolored from the wet aging process, it's a little gray compared to the red, just because it was so cold and sitting next to that ice. It will pink up once the meat starts to, what blood is left in it starts to distribute out. It'll start to pink up. Never actually froze the meat. They kept it just above freezing, about 34 degrees. Back strap. Oh, big piece. Right under that fat. Fat layer and then a silver skin layer. Got a dull knife. Heartbeat. So much better with a sharp knife. Alright, big old piece right there. 1, 2, 3, 6. So we have one big bowl of backstrap. Oh. Alright, now we'll go into the hams. Got my pile of scrap here. See, I'm going to jerky pile from the hams. That's good. Stew meat, jerky, all those good things from the hams. Basically, a really lean, tougher meat. We go for the jerky and stew. I may have some steaks, but mostly my steaks are going to come from the backstrap. I love some jerky, so jerky is going to be a lot of this, and it takes a lot of meat to make jerky, that's for sure. And then summer sausage, or not summer sausage, breakfast sausage. Just get all this, and I'm a lot less particular with the hams, because any of the big chunks of meat that come off is going to be sausage. Get all this off here. Nice and lean for beef jerky. Who doesn't like beef jerky? Just top round, sirloin, all that comes out of here. That's good. Right in there. This one over. Welcome back. For the sake of time, I'm going to just give you a rundown of what we've done so far and how we're going to finish it up. So I've cut the back straps up into 6 pieces, 2 back straps, 3 apiece. Cut up the hams, and a lot of the good solid meat, and good lean venison pieces. Hardly any fat or sinew on that. All the excess is right here. We're going to go through this, trim out as much of the fat and sinew and silver skins we can, throw that away. I have the tenderloin right here. We're going to do the same thing with the shoulders. There's so much meat on here that doesn't get used a lot. People throw this away, but I'm going to cut it all off the bone, get as much of the skin, the silver skin and fat off of it, put it into my meat processing pile for hamburger and sausage, and again, clean it up, and I'll have a video later on of us vacuum sealing and getting all this ready for the freezer, and also have a video coming up with us preparing breakfast sausage and hamburger. So I hope you look forward to that. It's going to be fun. I'm learning as we go here too. So until next time, have a blessed day. Go RidgeLife.